I recently made a video about Bitcoin price correction and the price prediction, or TA, so to speak. Longer term plays, it could be a little easier to spot, and no one really guarantees any outcome. There's no guarantees in trading or investing whatsoever. The only thing you can predict and analyze is the probabilities. What is the probability that the price will go up, or probability that the price will go down? So I made a video recently about Bitcoin, and I spoke about the bear flag that the Bitcoin price is currently forming. I first spotted it on a 3-day chart, but even if you pull up a 1-week chart, you can still see a clear picture of a bear flag. And many people assume that the price will just break down right now and go down to, I don't know, $22,000 level. And actually there's a number of confluences here. One of them is 200-day weekly moving average. Right now we are breaking below 200 period average on a 3-day chart. And back in 2018, 3-day chart clearly showed that once the Bitcoin price gets to that level and breaks it, chances are we're gonna enter a short-term or long-term bear market. I know Bitcoin is not what it used to be. I know crypto is way bigger than it was in 2017, 2018. I know institutions are in. I know Michael Saylor is in. I know countries are adapting Bitcoin and making it a legal tender. I know it's going to be the next gold 2.0, which is actually better than gold that people are hoping for. I believe Bitcoin is going to be better than gold. And I know, despite all the craziness that's happening in the world with the recession, with insane inflation, a crazy war going on in Europe between Russia and Ukraine, and we could be entering, a nuclear war, God forbid, soon. So with all this stuff that's happening, Bitcoin is still managing to be close to $40,000 level, which again speaks, tells you how strong this crypto asset is. And obviously, if you compare Bitcoin to Nasdaq, to S&P and everything else, I know Bitcoin is much stronger. Still, despite all of these good fundamental, we can still fall down to $22,000, or maybe slightly above or below this level. And believe me, guys, it will not be a catastrophe if Bitcoin goes down to 22 to 24k range. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention also CME gap, and I talked about it in one of my videos in 2021 when I talked about CME gap was not filled when we dropped below $30,000 for a couple of days. And I believe that this time, if and when we get to sub 30k level, many buy orders will come in and Bitcoin will be bought at that 29k range. However, again, no one is saying that Bitcoin price is gonna go straight down to those levels and quickly bounce. So now that's what I want to talk about. Let's take a look at what are the probabilities of us hitting sub 30k level. When will it most likely happen, and at which point this bear flag will not be validated? Or in other words, at which point we can confidently say that it was a false alarm, there is no more bear flag, Bitcoin broke out, and we are off to the races to the all-time highs. Let's first start by talking about how likely it is for Bitcoin to actually break up from this current pattern. There's a 70% chance that we're going to break down and 30% chance that we're going to go up from here. Even if Bitcoin will go up to 47k level, it could still drop all the way down to these levels in low 30s and then break down. There's one rule though. Okay, let's have a look at what I'm talking about here. So like I said, the local high, which is also all-time high, was at $68,800, give or take, and we have gone down since then to about $33,000. So if we draw just two parallel lines, we have a bear flag, or something that we think could be a bear flag. And according to the book, basically according to the rules, it cannot break above 50% retracement, which is at around 47,600 and change. Obviously, if it's gonna get to this level, we will be above the bear flag. But also what I'm talking about is, if let's say this pattern keeps on continuing, right, and we're gonna keep on bouncing back and forth, and eventually we're gonna get to this level right here, which is, you know, like right here, for example, which is about 47,000, but it also looks nothing like a bear flag. I mean, it's not a flag. It's like it's gonna be like an E form or whatever, F, inverted F. So yeah, the bear flag should, if it's a bear flag, it's gonna break down this week, maybe next week. It could happen anytime, but it cannot go above 0.5% retracement from the high to the local low. And it could possibly break up to the upside, but again, it will not be a bear flag. In order for us not to be able to validate this pattern, we will need to go up by 30+%. Do you really see Bitcoin going up by 39%, even 30%? With the way this market is moving now, not just the crypto market, but the entire market in general, with inflation, with war going on, with rates going up, I don't see us going up by 30+% anytime soon. So we need to be bearish. However, if you look at a different chart, this is a 3-day chart on the Bitcoin, and what we see here is a modified pitchfork. Pitchforks is an indicator that you can get from here, where same place where you can find your fib retracements and extensions tools. So the way we draw it here is from the previous all-time high area when we broke above 20,000, draw it to a local high, which was previous high in 2021 that we've achieved the first time that we got over 60K, and to the local low at that time, which was around $28,000. And you can see how this pitchfork respects all of these levels, including this level right here. We can see that these yellow areas, this is the 0.618, the golden ratio for fibs. And once we go above this area, which again is about $46,000 level, and break above this level, then definitely it's going to be a good sign for Bitcoin. But again, for now, I don't see it happening. It perfectly, or almost perfectly, predicted the all-time high that we had in November of last year. We can also do the following. We can actually also test this, and we can go back and extend the lines. Let's see what it takes, where it takes us. And if we can, and see, you could easily go back and see, oh wow, honestly, I am looking at this for the first time with you guys. And if we extend the lines that we had for the pitchfork, you can easily see how perfectly the previous all-time high at around $20,000, how this fib level perfectly hit the price, or the price hit the level, whatever it is. Okay, so once again, this level is being respected. You can see right here. So right now we are currently slightly in the green. We're slightly above this level, and again, it will not be a catastrophe if we go down to 22, 24K level. But again, I do not expect us to stay there forever. We'll stay there for a few weeks, maybe a few months, and then hopefully we'll start moving upward. But believe me, once we get down to those levels, all of the biggest bulls that we have now, the biggest shillers of Bitcoin, will be scared to buy Bitcoin because they're gonna think it's gonna go down even further. That's when you buy. Being that Bitcoin is very strong, both technically and fundamentally, being that we have a lot of limit orders that are waiting there to be filled at the previous local low, which was around $29,000, $28,000. Being that we have all of this strengths from the buyers, from institutions, from family offices and different hedge funds, I doubt that we're gonna just drop below 30K and just continue going down. However, do not discount the fact that traders run the markets. Traders and market makers, no one else. No retail, no Michael Saylor, no one. It's traders, not investors, but traders. And for investors like me and you, I want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. But for traders that work for these big hedge funds and huge banks, they don't have a goal to increase their Bitcoin position. Their goal is to get the $1 million from the client or from the institution that they're working with and turn this $1 million into $1.2 million, for example. They are concerned with IRR, internal rate of return. That's all they care about, right? So yes, Bitcoin is strong. Yes, Bitcoin is different. Yes, we have Michael Saylor. Yes, we have Elon Musk. Yes, we have Jack Dorsey. Yes, we have the Lightning Network. We have all of these. But traders, if they decide to bring it down, they will bring it down. And given this whole craziness going on with the stock market, with the Fed Chairman Powell is trying to raise rates with crazy dollar amounts. Our federal government doesn't know what the hell they're doing, with all the money printing and spending money on useless, crazy war-related stuff. So with all the stuff that's happening, I will not gonna be surprised if Bitcoin drops below. Yeah, maybe I'll just sell a portion of it, and I will keep the money in my Coinbase account, and I'll slowly dollar cost, average back into the market to see if I can have more Bitcoin at the end of the cycle. Yeah, Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. So Bitcoin is gonna be one day $1 million. No financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. I believe in Bitcoin long term, but chances are we will revisit those 22, 24K level. And again, like I said, there is no catastrophe if that happens. Just keep that in mind. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video until the end. Have a great day, be safe, be happy, be prosperous, make that money, and I will see you in my next video.